Well, good morning, everybody. This is MP Fox here. I'm actually on location today. I'm sitting in the backyard because it's a gorgeous day, and I'm having my morning cup of coffee. MC just got dropped off at school, and it's time for my 2020 YouTube baseball card Hall of Fame vote. First off, Mike Baseball Collector, thank you so much for putting this on. The amount of videos that I've watched and just the amount of work it must take to tabulate this is mind-boggling and blows my mind. So here's yet 10 more names. So again, thank you for putting this on. It's always fun. Well, always. I've done it once. This is twice, but it's great fun to watch and see the names that come up. It's a great opportunity to give some shout-outs and a chance for people to see new channels. And I've already checked out a bunch of channels thanks to this. So you know, it's serving its purpose. So Mike, keep it up, and thank you so much. Since this is about cards, as I reveal my vote, I'm going to be showing off some Heritage Baseball 2019 cards along the way. And I'm not very prepared here because I had my list from last year. That's still in the house. So my voting was easy, 60% of it, because last year I voted for 10 people. And of those 10 people, 4 got in. So I told myself last year that automatic, the 6 that didn't get in are going to get my votes. So I'm going to quick give you my 6 votes, and then I'm going to give you my 4 new ones. Hopefully we get some more people in. Eventually, hopefully everybody gets in. And this is in no particular order. So my first vote goes to the Card Dreamer. He's in Florida guy. He's got a signature, "What's up, YouTube?" when he starts out. And he's always positive, always happy. He's great for the community. He loves his Ravens. It's all about the base. He always puts a smile on my face. He was all in Wicked Discounts, 25 days of Christmas, 24 days of Christmas, however many days of Christmas. But he's all about the card family, and he's just a great guy. So he gets another vote from me. The number 2 guy is located north of here quite a ways. He is a Reds fan. He is also an Elton John fan. I'm not really exactly sure on that. But that is Jason Zombie Collector, gets my vote again. He has a totally different way about him. He's not like any other channel. He likes 90s cards. He's into the Japanese players. Like I said already, he's a Reds fan, and he's a tad bit controversial at times. He can ruffle some feathers wrong, but he's just says what's on his mind. That's his personality. So I can't wait, if he gets into the Hall of Fame, to hear how he completely goes off about that. But we're going to go ahead and show a card here, and this is a Chris Shaw and a Ramos Garcia. This is the rookies card again. This is in the 1970s style. So there we go. And number 3 on the list is a gentleman that is out in California. He is an Oakland A's fan. He's the type of person that, again, I would love to sit down outside. And he's got some great shots of being outside. Have a cup of coffee or a little glass of wine and feel the California breezes. Talk about the A's. Talk about cards. He's got a great way about himself. And he's just seems like a super great guy. And I love the cards he shows, the 60 sets he's putting together, and all of his A's. And that's Tony, Psyched on Baseball, gets my 3rd vote right there. And for that, we're going to just keep on going down. We got Andrelton Simmons right here. There we go. Sasha's jumping in the background, so some kids must be walking by going to school maybe. And number 4 hails from the motherland. It's another father and son team. As you know, that a lot of the time I've got my son, well, they are up in Minnesota, and it's Dustin and Blake. They get my vote, the 4th one on my list. Huge Twins fans. They just were at Twins Fest, which was great fun to see their videos and all that sort of thing. And whenever I listen to him, he reminds me of cousins of mine with his Minnesota accent that I've lost a lot of over the years. But he seems like a great guy. Hopefully we can all meet up when we go up there next summer, I hope it is. We always try to get up there every other year. And maybe we can check out a Twins game or something. But Dustin and Blake gets my vote. They do a lot of great stuff for the community. I love KPs and LPs. I love Dustin's breaks. It's just a lot of fun to watch them, and I love to see the interaction. And I wish I had a Twins card, but it's Steven Strasburg that comes up next. Premier World Champion, Washington Nationals. And number 5 on the list is actually one of the first people I ever started watching when I was searching around YouTube. This person does not have the greatest video quality, like me, so right there we're brothers. And I love the interaction off the camera with some of the people and sometimes the general chaos. But this gentleman has an absolute love for his cards, his absolute love for collecting and the hobby and the people in it. I believe he was the first care package we ever received, which totally blew our minds here. He's a great guy. He's in turn, we've met up once at a card show in Palmetto. Unfortunately, I will not be able to go to that show this year due to previous commitments. But hopefully we can get together again soon, since we're right on the same coast of Florida, and that's Hitman 23. Great guy, Mike. And he is a Yankees guy, a Don Mattingly guy, a Redskins collector. But he's a lot of fun, and he's just like, you know, your brother sitting around, cracking some packs and opening some binders and having a good time. The 6th and final person I voted for last year that did not get on, to me, is an amazing collector, and I love this person's collection. Every time I watch Andrew, I learn something new, or I am pushed in a different direction and get to do a little research, and it's all kinds of cards that is out of my wheelhouse. It is pre-war, it is from an era that I just have never collected, but I find very, very interesting. So Enough Said Cards, if you're not seeing that, or watching that, or subscribe to that, I don't know what your problem is. Because again, every single time you watch Andrew, there's something great that comes up. Well, those are my 6 that I voted for last year. I guess I have to show Ian Desmond. Totally forgot. I'm getting so into this. Just yapping. I like to talk. And that's Rockies again. This is our heritage card that we're showing off in between. So the 6 are the Card Dreamer, Zombie Collector, Psyched On Baseball Cards, Dustin and Blake, a Hitman 23, and Enough Said Cards. Now the next 4 cards are absolute must-see TV. Everybody said that they had such a hard time. Well, I had a hard time. I just checked my YouTube subscriptions. I've got 420 some channels I subscribe to, not all card related or sports related, but the majority of them are. I would say at least 300. I had 4 open slots, and this, I mean, there's a lot of honorable mentions that I'm not going to bring up, but these 4, bam, it was easy for me to fill in. Again, every time these people put up videos, I watch it. They're great for the community, all 4 of them. They're all 4 have a different take on their collecting and what they do. So they get my vote full-heartedly, no questions asked. I don't have a second thought about it. But first, I'm going to show you Austin Romine. There, I showed you that, Austin Romine. The first person, no-brainer, that I must-see TV is none other than Dave. Blue Jacket 66. Wonderful for the community. Like Andrew, every time I watch Dave, he's big into the food cards, and his vintage cards are amazing, and I learn something every single time. And thanks to him and Eric, I purchased some baseball card catalogs and all this stuff, and I'm always learning things. He is very giving. His contests are amazing. If you watch some of mine, I'm still showing cards from my 4th place victory. Doing a little slow play on them because I'm amazed at just how cool they are. So Blue Jacket 66, that is an absolute no-brainer. You get my vote. And along with that, it's a insert card of Freddie Freeman. I wish I had a George Brett here or a Mickey Mantle to go along with Dave, but we're just going in order. So you get Freddie Freeman. The next person is a must-see TV, probably the best introduction in all of YouTube, and he's got a great take on it. He was a set collector. He's changing his direction in collecting. He's probably got the best mustache on YouTube, but he's always fun to watch. I'd love to sit down and have a beer with him sometime. And that is Geez Mikey. And if you haven't, please make a video for his Roberto Clemente contest, and I'll be doing that hopefully today. I'll be ripping apart that deck that's next to me first, but then after that, I'll probably make another video. And for him, and how fitting is that? We have a Dodger that comes up, as he just took us to Chavez Ravine for the Dodger Fan Fest, but this is Clayton Kershaw. Next on the list is probably the best. We go from the best mustache, we're going to the best voice, and that would be It Cometh an Egg. And I don't know how many people have tried to sound like that, but he's just soothing, and he's got a great take on life. He's got a great perspective on collecting. He's starting to run auctions, which I popped into the other night just as he sold a beautiful Evan Longoria, which kind of irritated me. My timing is awful sometimes. But I stopped in briefly and took off. But his videos are absolutely wonderful. Must-see TV. So It Cometh an Egg, you get a vote, along with Roberto Perez for the Indians. And last but not least, a surefire shoe-in, again, must-see TV, a gentleman that's a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I've been ribbing him a little bit in text messages. It's future Hall of Famer, Mr. Bob Lewis, who is absolutely wonderful for the community. And again, all of these votes that I have, they are all completely different and have a totally different perspective. But again, every time he puts out a video, I'm watching it at some point. I can't not. And the last card I'm showing is in a Baltimore Orioles hat. It's Manny Machado, shortstop. So once again, Mike, thanks for having this contest. There have been a plethora of amazing videos and production value and creativity and all that sort of stuff. So I'm amazed by what people are coming up with. But again, my list is right there. The Card Dreamer, Zombie Collector, Psyched on Baseball, Dustin and Blake, Hitman 23, Enough Said Cards, Blue Jacket 66, G's Mikey, It Cometh an Egg, and Bob Lewis. Peace.